Hey guys, welcome back to the channel at Osiris and Phoebe, and today I wanted to give you guys a brief introduction to this new uniform that of Thanos. Thanos' new uniform, the Infinity War Marvel Avengers uniform for Thanos, in which he is not wearing his helmet. He looks, bald. He's having no hair in his head and he looks like a zombie. And the other fucking thing is he's having a rainbow in his hand. So amazing! A villain is having a rainbow in his hand. What should I say? Okay, enough of bitching over here. I like this uniform. The looks are okay, it's badass. I don't like the rainbow, but the trailing effect from the gauntlet is good. I wish it was just, it shouldn't be rainbow. It feels too girly. I'm not a sexist, but yeah, girly on a villain's hand is not good. So, and the uniform bonus is really amazing. We are getting decreased damage received from superhero type by 30% as well, which is good because you'll be using Thanos in timeline battle and in autoplay scenarios like in Alliance Conquest. So there, I think with the new uniform, he'll be much more amazing than the previous one, but we'll test that. And yes, I'll be having a comparison video between the Thanos' new uni and the Secret War uni so that you guys can understand which uniform is better in different game modes, in different scenarios, and in terms of the damage output and survivability as well. So now let's talk about the skill changes that we are getting with this Ganja Thanos. Skill number 1 now does not gives him the invincibility bubble, which is sad because that might help you in timeline scenarios and it was a great help, but you're getting still the stun effect. I think it's the stun. Yeah, it's the stun, and you are getting the remove active buff for 1 second as well. So you're getting almost everything, but you are now missing the invincibility bubble on this skill. Skill number 2 now is a skill in which he uses his gauntlet to fire laser beam. The skill is not having any immunity as well, so while you're casting this skill, make sure that you are in immunity with his 4-star passive, which triggers on given interval like this, in which you're getting 4 seconds of immunity and you'll be getting, I think, 30% of maximum HP regeneration. Now skill number 3 is a good skill now. It was previously good as well, but now you are getting penetration as well. 30% chance to penetrate all damage immunity effect. And this is really good because in timeline scenarios, Thanos was missing the piercing effect. He had great damage, great survivability, but the piercing effect was missing, so sometimes killing characters in immunity might be a bit difficult, like for Sharon Rogers. She can be in immunity, and in conquest scenarios, she might be in immunity all the time. That happens sometimes, and I don't like it. And the animation is cool as well. You are getting the waves going around the punch. Earlier it was silver rays, silver or platinum, whatever you want to call it. Now it's golden, and I think golden, okay, golden yellow, it's good. I like the animation. Then skill number 4 again is a great skill now. I think I love this skill a lot as compared to the previous uniform. This is something way cooler than the uniform, the skill you were getting in the previous Secret Wars uniform. In this now, Thanos calls the meteorites, and whenever they hits the enemy, they give you 30% of burn damage on the enemy, I think for 5 seconds. Let me see. Yes, it's for 5 seconds, and you are getting 2 seconds of stun with every hit. So that's really good because you're getting multiple hits, and the area of damage of this skill is really good as well. Now moving on to the last skill, and I think I like the 5th skill in this uniform way more than the 5th skill in the previous uniform and in the classic Thanos's uniform, because the main problem I faced was the damage was not concentrated to a particular enemy. For example, in ABX scenarios, if you have mobs close or even near to the frost beast, then the meteorites would kill the mobs as well as the frost beast. So you were not guaranteed to hit the frost beast if you have even a single minion over there, but with this skill you can concentrate the entire damage to the enemy character. So I was playing Extreme Mortal Alliance Battle, and I did saw that I was able to get all the value concentrated to the frost beast, and I think the animation is way cooler now as well. You are getting some dark portals out of which the rays come in and they hit the enemy character. Even if I go to the mob, I'll be having the value concentrated to the center character. As you can see right now, the laser goes from the center of the mob, and that's really cool because even in the ABX scenarios, the frost beast is surrounded by mobs. You'll get the damage dealt to the frost beast more than dealt to the mobs. So I like the concentration of the energy over here. And okay, the duration of laser is less, but we'll see that if we have the same build of Thanos, both the uniform at mythic level and just similar build, we'll test out the uniform and we'll see which uniform is better. So in my opinion, this uniform right now seems to be pretty impressive, and we'll have a lot of testing in the future videos. Now for the skill rotation that I used in the ABX that time, I was testing, so you will see me using different skill rotation, but the one I preferred was start with skill number 4, then go to skill number 3, and then to skill number 5, because you were getting the meteorite effect, you were getting the animation and the penetration from skill number 3, and then you were ending up with skill number 5, which gives you immunity. You are in an iframe and you are dealing concentrated damage to the enemy. But that time I was not having a damage proc, so this was fairly good. If you have a damage proc, start with skill number 4, cancel it, then go to skill number 5 and try to proc on skill number 5 while skill number 4 is active to get more extra bump of damage. And I'll be testing both the uniforms for ABX scenarios in the future videos, so wait for that. And after canceling and doing these skills, I usually go with skill number 1, then to skill number 2, and then repeat it. I might also skip skill number 1 and 2 and just run around to save myself from the meteorite and the frost beast. The Thanos is having a good amount of regeneration when he gets hit with this uniform, which is the thing I hated the most in this uniform. With the previous uniform, the secret wars uniform, whenever you were attacking, you have a chance to be in immunity or to get the regeneration at the same time. But now you need to take a hit to get the immunity and regeneration at the same time. I like the attacking part more, but the majority of community I saw wanted this thing back, so I think Netmarble did what the majority of people wanted. So now you'll be watching the clip in which I did a ABX run with this guy, and the score for me was pretty amazing because that's the score I was able to get with my Thanos with a damage proc of 110 or 120. So with the new uniform on a friend's account, thank you Thor, I was able to get the same amount of score without a damage proc. So I'll see which uniform is better. Till the time, enjoy the video. If you like it, don't forget to like it, share it, and do let me know in the comment section what do you think about the new uniform. Have a nice day, guys.